Welcome to UXL, where you can learn new skills anytime and anywhere. Visit uxl.com to explore our full course selection. This lesson is part of a larger course. Check the video description below for a link to the full course where you can enroll. If you enjoy our content, please like and subscribe. For your convenience, the course cover displayed on your screen provides the complete course title and lesson title. Let's proceed with the lesson. Lesson: Legal requirements for recruiting in California. Legal requirements for recruiting in California are intricate and multifaceted, encompassing a wide range of statutory and regulatory mandates designed to ensure fairness, equity, and compliance throughout the recruitment and pre-employment process. As a state known for its progressive stance on labor laws, California imposes stricter guidelines than federal standards, thereby necessitating a thorough understanding for those pursuing PHRca certification. California's Fair Employment and Housing Act is a cornerstone of the state's employment law, providing robust protections against discrimination for job applicants. FEHA prohibits discrimination based on race, color, national origin, ancestry, religion, sex, gender identity, gender expression, sexual orientation, marital status, disability, medical condition, genetic information, age, and military or veteran status. Employers must ensure that their recruitment practices, including job advertisements, application forms, and interview questions, do not discriminate against any protected class. For instance, questions regarding an applicant's age, marital status, or plans for children are explicitly prohibited under FEHA, as they could lead to discriminatory hiring practices. The California Labor Code further mandates specific requirements regarding wage transparency and equal pay. Employers are required to provide a pay scale to applicants upon reasonable request, which promotes transparency and helps to combat wage disparities. Additionally, the California Equal Pay Act prohibits employers from paying employees of one sex less than employees of the opposite sex for substantially similar work, considering skill, effort, and responsibility. These legal provisions necessitate that recruiters and hiring managers maintain meticulous records of job descriptions, pay scales, and rationales for compensation decisions to demonstrate compliance. In the realm of pre-employment inquiries, California law imposes strict limitations. The Investigative Consumer Reporting Agencies Act and the Consumer Credit Reporting Agencies Act regulate the use of background checks and credit reports in hiring decisions. Employers must obtain written consent from applicants before conducting background checks and must provide a copy of the report to the applicant if it results in an adverse employment decision. Furthermore, the Ban the Box law, effective since 2018, restricts employers from inquiring about an applicant's criminal history until a conditional offer of employment has been made. This law aims to reduce barriers to employment for individuals with prior convictions and to promote fair hiring practices. Another critical aspect of recruitment in California is the statutory requirements surrounding employment eligibility verification. Under federal law, employers must complete Form I-9 to verify the identity and employment authorization of individuals hired in the United States. California adds another layer of complexity with the Immigrant Worker Protection Act, which restricts employers' ability to voluntarily consent to immigration enforcement agents' access to non-public work areas and employment records without a judicial warrant or subpoena. Employers must also notify employees and the Labor Commissioner of any inspections of I-9 forms or other employment records conducted by federal immigration agencies. Employers must also be mindful of the California Family Rights Act and the Federal Family and Medical Leave Act. Both laws provide eligible employees with up to 12 weeks of unpaid, job-protected leave per year for specified family and medical reasons. While these laws primarily impact post-hire employment practices, recruiters must be aware of them to accurately inform candidates about their rights and benefits, and to ensure that job postings and descriptions do not inadvertently imply discrimination against those who may need to take such leave. California's wage and hour laws also have significant implications for recruitment. The state's minimum wage laws are more stringent than federal requirements, with rates varying based on the size of the employer. Additionally, California's laws regarding overtime pay, meal and rest breaks, and exempt versus non-exempt classifications must be clearly communicated to potential employees during the recruitment process to avoid any misunderstandings or legal disputes. In addition to these statutory requirements, recent legislative developments have further shaped the recruitment landscape. The California Consumer Privacy Act, effective January 1, 2020, grants consumers, including job applicants, certain rights regarding their personal information collected by businesses. Employers must provide notice to applicants at or before the point of collection, detailing the categories of personal information collected and the purposes for which the information will be used. This requirement underscores the importance of transparency and data protection in recruitment practices. Moreover, California's emphasis on diversity and inclusion is reflected in laws requiring certain employers to take affirmative steps to diversify their workforce. For example, SB 826 mandates that publicly held corporations headquartered in California have a minimum number of women on their boards of directors. Similarly, AB 979 requires these corporations to have directors from underrepresented communities. While these laws primarily impact corporate governance, they signal the broader state policy encouraging diversity at all levels of employment, including recruitment. Employers must also navigate the complexities of the Americans with Disabilities Act and the California Fair Employment and Housing Act regarding reasonable accommodations. During the recruitment process, employers are required to provide reasonable accommodations to applicants with disabilities, unless doing so would cause undue hardship. This includes making facilities accessible, providing assistive technologies, and modifying application procedures to ensure that individuals with disabilities can compete fairly for job opportunities. To ensure compliance with these myriad requirements, employers should implement comprehensive recruitment policies and training programs for hiring personnel. These policies should include detailed guidelines on permissible and impermissible interview questions, protocols for handling background checks, and procedures for documenting pay decisions and other employment-related actions. Additionally, training programs should educate recruiters and hiring managers about the legal landscape and the importance of equitable hiring practices to foster a diverse and inclusive workplace. In conclusion, mastering the legal requirements for recruiting in California is essential for HR professionals seeking PHRca certification. The state's stringent and progressive labor laws demand a thorough understanding of anti-discrimination statutes, wage transparency mandates, background check regulations, immigration compliance, family leave entitlements, wage and hour laws, and data privacy protections. By adhering to these legal standards, employers can ensure fair and equitable recruitment practices that not only comply with the law, but also promote a positive and inclusive work environment. This concludes the lesson. We trust you found this video informative and engaging. To enroll in the complete course, please use the link provided in the description below. At UExcel, we are committed to your learning journey. Each course offers a certificate of completion, online support, and downloadable resource files to enhance your experience. If you found our content valuable, we invite you to like this video and subscribe to our channel. Thank you for joining us, and we look forward to supporting your continued pursuit of knowledge.